Um, because I'm masculine presenting, that's how I attract them. But what keeps them is the fact that I know how to be gentle when it's time to be gentle, and I have grace for who I love. So I'm the type of person, I'm super understanding. I can like, if we get into a situation, I'm gonna see the overview of everything. I'm gonna know that you're not mad at me. I'm gonna take myself out the equation. You're not mad at me. You're just mad at the expectation you had, and you probably feel like you was let down.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Queerly Blax Show. I'm your host, Ashley, and I'm so happy you came by. The Queerly Blax Show aims to normalize the everyday existence of Black, LGBTQIA plus individuals through an interview-style series with regular folks like you and me. So every week, a new guest shares their story and unique perspective on their existence as an LGBTQIA plus individual. Thank you for tuning in, and make sure you subscribe, download, set your reminders to the podcast so you never miss an episode. Enjoy the show. Welcome back to another episode of the Queerly Blax Show. I'm your host, Ashley, joined today by a very special guest, y'all. She ain't new to the YouTube streets, man. Y'all already know. We got Gramz in the building. Gramz, tell the people about yourself.
What it do, y'all? I'm Gramz Yungn, YouTuber, fashion enthusiast, clothing brand, CEO of Aaron Finesco. Just a content creator. Big deal.
Yeah, man. You doing it all. You doing it all. You got a little bit of everything happening.
I'm trying to get it all under my belt, man.
I feel it, man. Hey, you gotta hustle. You gotta hustle out here. You gotta have multiple jobs. Ain't no shame in that for sure. Word. But so thank you for coming on the show and spending some time with me. But you already know, man, we gotta go back to the beginning when you know that you like them ladies.
Shit, I was a youngin. I was like probably, I want to say like 7 or 8. I was super, super young. And I realized it when I was watching the movie Boys to the Side. That's one of my favorite movies. And I was like feeling for the females. Like it was about 3 women that was on a road trip basically. And I was like feeling for each of them. Like the type of feelings I was having was like, oh man, she got her heart broke. I would have never did her like that. And I was like, hold on, wait. Why I'm over here like talking about what I would do for another woman at 7 or 8. So I really didn't understand it, but I was super young.
Yeah. That's most people be like super young. Was you did you start dating girls like way back then, or like did you like when you play, when you have little kids had girlfriends and boyfriends and stuff like that, did you like lean into that then, or did you date guys, or like how was that process?
Back then when I was like 7 or 8, definitely used to be the husband every time we played. always daddy. So but as I was getting older, like when I got into middle school, I was dating boys because society made it seem like that's the only way to seem normal. But as I got older, I kind of like, when I turned about 12 or 13, I knew for sure that I was like into females. And it was to the point I was bullying my little boyfriends that I thought I had. Like, if I wanted to break up with me, I'm like, why you break up with me? And I beat you up. Like, I never had like any type of feelings for dudes like that, to like any type of empathy, none of that. I just didn't care.
Yeah. No,
we both was masculine. It was battle of the nuts.
beating up the dudes on the play yard, like, you breaking up with me? Nah, you ain't breaking up with me.
Why you ain't write me back?
Right.
I was the bully.
That's wild. So as far as like when you was going through like school and stuff like that, did you were you always a tomboy? Did you always dress masculine, or did you ever have a phase where you dressed like more girly or anything like that?
I was always a tomboy, so it wasn't nothing new to anybody when I came out, and everybody knew I wanted to be a stud. I was always dressing like a boy, acting like a boy. Really, for real, in middle school, the girls used to be like, walk me to my locker, boyfriend. Like, they used to play around like my boyfriend and having reasons to flirt with me on the low. Like, so, yeah.
Always
been a boy.
Nah, that's lit. So how was your parents with you, like coming out, the process of coming out and stuff like that? Were they cool? Did you have to have like long conversations with anybody, or was it all good?
I grew up with my mom. My dad and my mom divorced when I was like 5 years old, in between 3 and 5 years old. So growing up, I was living with my mom, and she really kind of sensed it, but she wasn't shocked because I was always a responsible kid. So she know if I was telling her something that I wanted to do, she had faith in that I was like gonna be the best at anything I wanted to do, whether that was my sexuality, whether that was basketball, whether I wanted to be in musicals. Like my mom just always trusted me. So she didn't really take it too hard. And by the time that I told her, because I was like 13 when I told her I wanted to like be gay and I wanted to dress like a boy, I had a job by then. I was working at Wendy's. So it was more so like, this is what I'm going to do. So my mom was like, all right, Mom, I'm not the one buying you boxers and boyish clothes. She cool with it.
Yeah. Once you get that first job, man, it's up.
Word. And once you tell your mama it's up,
you good.
Like,
you like, what? I don't care about nobody. What y'all talking about?
Yeah. Yep.
The rest of them family members that be like, you got something to tell me? Nah, actually I don't.
I already talked to mommy.
Word. Yeah, for real. Nah, for real. Man, people, once moms know, it's all up from there. You don't even really be tripping. So then, like, as far as like, obviously going through like, 20s, kind of young adulthood, how was your confidence? Like, how did you, as far as like just saying, this is who I am, and how did you navigate that and like feeling comfortable with yourself 100%?
I was super confident because I felt like I was a rare breed. Like I was the only one that was kind of like, there was studs back then. And of course we had like the brat, because I'm an 80s baby. So growing up, we had the brat as our only influence for real. And she was still wearing bows in her hair and stuff like that. So I really felt like I was a rare breed. I had my own lane. And because I know how to dress and I'm into fashion, I felt like the confidence was up there just because I was changing people's minds. Like they was looking at me like, yeah, that's Gramz, but Gramz, she gay, but she fly as fuck. Like I always want to add that but to it. Like if I'm gonna do something, I want to be the best at it. So yeah, my confidence was there. Nobody can make me feel bad about what I wanted to do. Because for one, my mom knew.
Excuse me.
For two, I just felt like I was the shit.
Yeah. That's the key though, right? It's like leaning into it and feeling like it's me. You know what I mean? We doing this. This is it. This is we. Yeah, 100%. Absolutely. Nah, that's what's up. So then dating, you were obviously in a public relationship on YouTube, and we'll talk about like just navigating from, that journey of like being in public with a relationship, and then, obviously, if the relationship lasts or doesn't last, the entitlement of people into your business and stuff like that. And then now going into your own independent things and stuff like that. But just talk about dating, how that's been for you. And then, obviously dating in public and, how that kind of all translates.
Real talk, dating in the public eye is a fun thing, but it has its pros and cons because it's like people don't never think further than what they see in the pictures. So if you portraying yourself to be happy because y'all matching and y'all look cute together, people only see it as that. They don't want to hear, and they don't care about what's going on behind the scenes until what's behind the scene is brought to the forefront. So dating in the public eye, it has its pros and cons. And I mean, doing it and vlogging for YouTube and bringing people into your lives, your crowd starts to feel like you owe them like your privacy. Like tell you like you ain't tell us, but they don't like to read it between the lines. Like I'm pretty sure like, y'all done caught me post some memes before where it sounded like I wasn't happy, but y'all ignored that because I posted a cute picture with someone and you think that we just look cute. And sometimes you just have to portray, you know what I'm saying, like everything is okay for the internet. And it does cause a little bit of suppression a little bit because it's like, I'm the type of person, like, I don't like to put my business out there for real. I don't like to speak on the details of my relationships. I tell you what I want you to know. So it's frustrating when people start demanding you to explain what you got going on, because sometimes you don't even know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to figure yourself out, and they automatically want an explanation. What if I can't explain? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's major, because I mean, you talk about like them wanting an explanation, and you like me, I think, like, I mean, early mid 30s, right? you come from a different era where like we kind of came into social media, but we were born into a time where people didn't have to post everything. Like you didn't have to you didn't have to feel the need to like, oh, if I don't post a picture, if I don't talk about it, it didn't happen. You know, we didn't grow up in that era. So like the idea of having all your business on the internet is kind of like, what up? It's your host, Ashley, and I'm interrupting this podcast to ask, are you following us? Have you downloaded the podcast? Are you subscribed to us on YouTube? If you're not already, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on all platforms, Queerly Black. I'm going to let y'all get back to the show. Peace. Some of us gravitated towards, some of us are like, nah, I'm going to keep some stuff to myself, right? And so like just deciding to be public, deciding to just kind of have your business out there, you know, people do want that 360 view, but then at the same time, it's like, we're just at a different, we came into it at a different time where we exercise that discretion and be like, you know, I know y'all, I know what y'all see, and I'm gonna say one or two sentences, but that's it. Like I'm not even gonna talk. I'm not going into the details of my business. I'm sorry. I'm just not doing it. And being cool with that, you know, and just being like, that's what it is. And so, you know, I think that's I feel like take away from like being in a public relationship. It's just like, look, it's not really my business. Like some shit just don't work out. And if we wasn't on the internet, it wouldn't be no different. So we ain't gonna talk about what's in the middle. It don't matter. It don't matter. We're both happy. We're moving on. We're doing something else. Like let's you know, keep it pushing. And then once you get into and then once you get into a new relationship, this is who I'm with now. And if I wasn't on the internet, this is who I would be with. You just get to see it because I'm on the internet, and that's it. You know, so
you get those comments when they like, well, you don't want to put your life out there. Well, I'm deciding to take my life privacy and all that.
Well, I'm deciding not to put this part of my life out there. How about that? That's my choice. That's my choice.
It definitely has its pros and cons being in the public eye, but I kind of, you know, dealt with what I went through for the last 2 years privately, even though it seemed like it was public and all that. I took all that in internally, and like I kind of started worrying about what was more important to me and my feelings and my emotions. And I just started casting everybody out. And I was able to do that and still keep the person I'm with happy, despite of whatever anybody else is saying about me. So I'm just thankful that, you know what I'm saying, I had God. I put my faith in him that everything was going to be better for me and get better, because it was to a point where my money was getting impacted by, you know, just transitioning from one relationship to another. And with the rumors that was being said, like people were really doubting me, and it was a lot. It was a lot, but I'm just thankful that I had that strength to like still not let that take me under, because there's people that really, you know, off themselves because they can't handle that type of pressure. I'm just thankful I'm not one of them, and I'm glad that, you know, I can still tell my story regardless of what people think of me, because you know people try to hush you because they don't want to hear the truth. They don't care. So it's had its pros and cons. To answer your question, we could talk about this all day, but
we you know, I think this is the biggest thing with that, because I you know, I don't even like to get into the nitty gritty of that, you know, kind of thing, because it's very sensitive, and you know, it's, you know, it is what it is to me. You know, I feel like the biggest thing is just you take yourself out of the situation, in terms of, I gotta go inside. I gotta go into myself and say like, all right, like this social media thing is one thing, but like as a person, I gotta be okay. You know, I gotta go and spend that time with myself. I gotta, you know, navigate through who I am now, because you know, from one relationship to the next, you're different. You know, you're not. You take things, you leave things, and you evolve into somebody else every single time. And so, or you know, if you're focused on growth, right, and being a better person, then of course that's naturally what would happen. And I think that's the biggest takeaway, is that like you exercise discretion and you say, you know, there's certain things I'm just not going to talk about because I just don't want to. And that's it. and I'm gonna go internal and I'm gonna go deal with myself. I'm gonna go figure out what I need to do for me to be a better person and go into the next situation better, and take some things, leave some things behind, and keep it moving so I could be the best version of myself.
Facts. And one thing with me being an 80s baby, I'm big on like actions speak louder than words. So it's like I could show you respect without having to have a conversation with you to tell you what I did to respect you, because I believe the best way to see a person is when you're not looking at them. And I'm the type of person, everything I'm not saying, you should be able to hear. Exactly. If like me and you having a conversation, everything you don't say, I'm going to hear. So I'm going to learn a lot about you through conversation. And I like that about me. Like the time frame that I grew up in, I can implement that in the generation that we're in and the way things move right now. Like I could put 2 and 2 together. So it's like I got the best of both worlds. So I could unlearn what I've learned in the past and relearn to be this new person and be this new me. And I just hope that people understand that, I'm saying, I'm a very respectful person. I don't have to tell you how I respect you for you to know I'm respecting you. And the people that I've dealt with one-on-one that went to the public talking crazy about me, the respect I have for them didn't allow me to match energies. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I wanted to get out and say.
Yeah, for sure. No, respect. Dope, man. Well, so now dating now in a new relationship. But prior to that, even, just coming out of a longer relationship, how was dating for you? Specifically as a, masculine presenting woman, coming in with that, that energy. How was that experience for you dating?
Because I'm masculine presenting, that's how I attract them. But what keeps them is the fact that I know how to be gentle when it's time to be gentle. And I have grace for who I love. So I'm the type of person, I'm super understanding. I can if we get into a situation, I'm going to see the overview of everything. I'm going to know that you're not mad at me. I'm going to take myself out the equation. You're not mad at me. You're just mad at the expectation you had. And you probably feel like you was let down. And the only reason why you had this expectation is probably because you weren't getting this somewhere prior to meeting me. So I'm the type of person, I like to see everything and understand everything. And I could tell, I learned my mate. So I could tell you more about yourself than you could tell you about yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's my advantage of being masculine presenting and, dating right now. Like, I've learned a lot. So it's easy dating for me. It's easy. It's just that, we in this world where everybody is mixing and mingling with everybody, and social media makes the world so much smaller. So it's like, I had to get right off the market. I probably was on the market for 24 hours. I was like, yep, I'm cuffing who I'm with. We finna make this shit work, because I don't want to be out here in these streets. I done seen it. It's treacherous.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's wild. It's wild out here. So have you ever run into situations where there was assumptions made about who you might be because of how you looked? So, obviously if you're masculine presenting, people assign male things to you because of the way you look. And if she's a femme, there are things about her. Have you been in situations like that? And how have they gone?
Yeah, back when I used to date females that were straight and turned them gay, they have this expectations of studs that they're supposed to come in the door being like the provider, the daddy, the security guard. Like, they put all these crazy expectations. And I was like, nah, I'm not dating no more females that used to be straight and just came over and your last mate was a nigga. If every female that done dated a nigga, man, they be over here thinking that these studs is niggas, and that don't be the case. Like, we gentle too, we got emotions too, and they be feeling like just because you wear the pants and they sag a little that you can't communicate your feelings with them, because that's too much being a woman, and that ain't what real niggas do. They start comparing you. So I done been in situations like that.
What up? It's your host, Ashley, and I'm interrupting this podcast to ask, are you following us? Have you downloaded the podcast? Are you subscribed to us on YouTube? If you're not already, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on all platforms, Queerly Black. I'm going to let y'all get back to the show. Peace.
But that was only with women that like still either want niggas in real life, or just simply just don't understand a female or a woman, or how a woman wants to be loved, because they don't try to understand a woman based off of how their appearance is. So yeah, that was treacherous.
Yeah.
And I'll take straight lesbian, please. For $5.
$5.
All right.
But so those, in those situations, a lot of times you were the first girl that they had ever dated.
Yeah. I used to be real strict on like turning females out, because I used to, when I was younger, that used to stroke my ego. It used to make me feel more like a man. When I was younger, I used to think that I have to act like a man to get a girl. But now it's like, no, I want to be gentle, because I want us to understand each other. I don't want it to be like, you know what I'm saying, where we just battling each other ego and pride.
Yeah. No, I feel you. That's crazy. because I don't think people understand that nuance, right? Of like dating a girl that's a lesbian who understands what it means to date another woman, and dating somebody who's been with men before, because of all those preconceived notions that you talked about, like all the things that they come into the relationship with having dated men before. You know, it's just a wild comparison that people don't think they.
9 times out of 10, these niggas ain't even treat you like that. That's why you over here trying to get a stud to give you what a nigga never gave you.
But he never did.
Too high. Come up off your high horse.
Come off your high horse. And make sure you giving what you asking for. You know what I'm saying?
That.
You coming, you asking for, you know what I'm saying, the whole world, but you giving like a small city in Missouri.
You're giving a small city, but over here asking for me to gift wrap the globe.
Nah, it's cool. I got you right. Oh man. So let's talk about fashion. So you into fashion. You've had clothing lines, different things like that. You got some stuff coming up. Talk about your fashion.
Well, I'm actually about to drop my next collection. It's called She Loves Me, She Loves Me Not. I'm planning for it to drop on my birthday, January 30th, which is in the next 2 weeks. But production is a little bit slower on my end, because I'm like a one-man army with the help of my baby. She be helping me out and giving me pointers and stuff. But it's looking like it's going to drop probably around Valentine's Day up in that area. But Erin Finesco, that's my baby. I started taking life serious once I gave birth to my brand, because you have to protect it. I know they say a village raises a child, but I treat my baby like a child. So I make sure ain't nobody around me that's going to help, that's going to bring me down or bring the brand down. So I'm just excited for everything that's to come. I was looking back, and I thought I've been in production longer than that. I thought Erin Finesco was around for at least 4 years. And I was like, I look back, and I only been doing this for like 2 years now. So I've been putting so much pressure on myself and setting so many expectations, because I just really could see myself where it's heading. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And my goal is to have my brand in Neiman Marcus and Saks Fifth. Like, that's my goal. Like, I don't want to be in Kohl's or, you know what I'm saying, Penny in a bag of Kohl's. Yo, I just wanted to stay so, like, I just want to take it to the next level. I am going to take it to the next level. I got to speak that out. I got to manifest this.
100%. 100%. Anything's possible, for sure. Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
You putting in the work, so why not, right? You already putting in the work. It takes as much work to get into Kohl's as it do to get into Neiman Marcus,
Think so?
Yeah, I mean, it's a store. You still gotta get the contacts. You gotta probably do a presentation, network, have good quality, this, that, and the third. So I mean, why not, right?
Right. If I get in Kohl's, I know I'm going to take Kohl's brand. I'm going to take that store to the next level.
100%.
But
100%.
Neiman Marcus overwhelmed because the work I put into it is high quality. My prices it's $1 million business. It's $1 billion corporation. Like I gotta speak that out, and I gotta really
100%.
see myself there. And that's the only place I can see it at. Kohl's, I'm okay with. I'm still grateful and thankful. But hey, Neiman Marcus me, please, because this is where the celebrities shop. I need Kim Kardashian and Kanye West shopping. You know what I'm saying?
But but if you remember, like, even, I mean, I remember when Kim Kardashian had a line in Sears. You remember that? Yeah. I remember when Nicki Minaj had a collaboration with Kmart. So
let me stop.
They got money too.
Let me stop. But hold on, Kmart out of business.
Came out of business, but I'm just saying, Nicki Minaj, who is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, higher level.
Had a collab with because the bag was there. So why not, right? Wherever the bag is at.
Bag is a bag.
Bag is a bag. Whatever they check got on it. Do it better than me? No. You know what I mean? So gossiping with Gramz.
Gossiping with Gramz.
What's the plan? What you gonna be doing over there? What can the people expect? What you gonna be talking about?
We could be talking about life, experiences, journey, today's drama, today's like everything that's up to date, trending topics, like people's personal journeys. I want to get big names on there. I would like to have you on here. Like,
hey, man, ain't nothing but a call.
Okay, it's a platform for people to come and just share their experiences through life, because we all walk different walks of life, but we all head into the same place. So my story or the next person's story can help somebody else's journey, or be the light in the tunnel for somebody who could be lost,
Yeah, 100%.
So I feel like I have no problem dropping gems, dropping knowledge, giving game. So I might as well have a platform where it's strictly about that. So I'm going to switch my platform, because it was Gramz Yungn and I was vlogging a lot, switching that to just straight Gossip with Gramz podcast, where we talk about one thing. Because that's basically what I was doing in my vlogs, sitting in the kitchen, talking about my life and my journey. But I don't want it to just be about me no more.
Yeah.
That's that.
I feel it. Dope, man. Well, hey, we about to play a quick little game, because we hey, we gotta find out a little bit more about you real quick.
Yeah.
We're gonna play a little game of this or that.
Okay, this or that. Let's go.
All right. So boxers or underwear?
Boxers all day. Boxers.
Sports bra or underwire?
Sports bra.
The underwire though, but the underwire be no underwire.
What's that? That's a bra, ain't it? With the cool. We don't need to show the shape or nothing.
We'll need to find it down. Yeah.
Hey.
I feel it. Pay or have her pay?
I'll pay, because you know what I'm saying, I'm zaddy. But if she pay, she might get me. She might get something, get a prize.
Get her a prize. Hey man, look, she'll never pay for another one. She paid the right one. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Films, that's a secret. Pick up the first bill, you never pick up another bill again.
Listen to that free game, film.
That's a different energy right there. That's a different energy. Pick up that bill. Laundry or cooking?
I'm actually getting into cooking, so I like cooking, but I love doing laundry. Something about just knowing that my clothes is clean and the house is clean. It sets the tone. So I'll do both. I'm on the both if I pick both.
Day at the spa or watch sports all day?
Day at the spa. I like to get rubbed down. I love to relax.
Pillow princess or I'm on top?
Hold on, wait. The film Pillow Princess?
You.
Me? Whoa. Okay.
You a pillow princess?
No, ain't no pillow. Nothing about the pillow princess. But I'm on top. Like, I like to be the one in control.
I feel you. Hey man, listen. Word. I mean, especially if she paid that bill.
She paid. Hey, that's how my boo got me. I ain't even gonna flex, bro. Like, hey, we went on our first date. and I was going to pay for it. She was like, I got it. I was like, for real? I wanted to step right out of my boxes. For real? You got me, baby. And that's why I'm here today. Now we going 2 years strong. All because she paid that bill.
That's lit. That's lit. Nah, that's lit. I'm sure it's more to it, but she paid that bill. That set the tone.
No, way more to it. She's loyal, yo. She a rider. I love her. She's such a boss. And she an earth sign too.
That's what's up. That's lit. Nah, that's lit. Hey man, tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me at Gossip with Gramz Gossip with Gramz Yungn on YouTube. You can find me at Gramz Yungn on Instagram, Gramz Yungn on TikTok. And if you want to shop my clothing line, Aaron Finesco, you could go to Aaron Finesco at Instagram or shop www.aaronfinesco.com.
Spell it out, Aaron Finesco. Spell it out.
ERYFINESS. Hold on, wait. I'm spelling wrong. That shit out. Hold on, wait. It's ERYNFINESSCO.com. Aaron Finesco.
And I'll link it all. You know, I had the links below and everything like that, so they can check you out. Everybody can check you out. Dope, man. Well, look, man, Gramz, I'm so glad you came through, man. This is a great conversation, giving a new perspective. I wish you nothing but love, prosperity this year. It's gonna be an amazing year, 2023. Big business for everybody. Y'all already know. I'm your host, Ashley. This is another episode of the Queerly Blax Show, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
Gotta go.